We don't often think about it in detail, but a horse was not built by nature to carry a weight in the centre of his back. He was built perfectly by nature to run, spin, jump in perfect balance and to stay sound, healthy and happy while he's doing it, without a rider. We change all that when we first put a rider on his back, because we don't only put a rider on board, but a rigid object in the shape of a saddle, which may or may not allow him to use his muscles, bones and limbs in the same way as before. We know from experience of shopping for clothes or shoes ourselves that each personal rider has a unique shape, weight and height, and we would never dream of putting on too small a set of jeans and trying to do a gym workout, or trying to run a marathon in a large pair of high heels. But we don't always consider the same for the horse. Horses come in a dazzling array of shapes, sizes, conformation and musculature, and we often expect them to be amazing athletes without realising just how difficult it can be for them to do their job for us because of the way their saddle has been designed and fitted. Their muscles move their bones. That means how well they can lift their back, drop their neck, swing their legs back, forth and under them, push off, over and jump, and lift their shoulders and legs to clear that jump. How well they use those muscles, though, are directly affected by the amount of pressure we place on them, both in the short term and long term. If you consider that the saddle is made from a hard, fairly rigid tree, with a bit of padding from the panels underneath, and that we are placing 60, 70, 80 plus kilos on top of that, you can imagine that the shape of the tree is fairly critical. Most importantly, it must match his shape when he's in movement, and that is often hugely different to the shape that he makes when he's standing still. That's the difference between a static fit and a dynamic fit. When we get the fit even a little bit wrong of the tree or the saddle balance, we place extreme pressure on muscles and restrict the movements of his joints. This creates pain, bruising, muscle fatigue, reduced blood flow and injury. And then it causes the horse to use other muscles in compensation and develop poor posture or poor biomechanics, the way he moves. We've all seen horses that show poor behaviour under saddle, such as bucking, rearing, shying, refusing jumps, etc. But have you ever considered that the horse who rushes his jumps is anticipating pain from his saddle when landing? That the horse that won't go forward thus can't push from his hind legs because of pain in his back? That the horse that is good to the left but resistant to bending on the right rein has huge pressure on the back of his shoulders stopping him from bending. We love and adore our horses. They improve our quality of life, allow us to achieve our goals, and increase the sheer happiness we feel every day. Taking the time to learn more about how our own horse is built to do his job and how we can make it just that little bit easier for him is our way of being able to give him back just a little bit for all that he does for us.